And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Carter's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Down low. Thomas with a steal. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Pass to Richmond. And the Pistons, another three.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass on the layup.
He doesn't back down from anybody. Paul has to be one of the most tenacious competitors in the league.
Here's Richmond. Back to Thomas. Carter on the wing. Inside. Here's Richmond. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle. Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Olajuwon. Here's Richmond. Misses the three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Maravich, no good. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Richmond. He has 6. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Thomas. Here's Richmond. Just 5 on the clock. Right side Carter. Tries it from 19. And again, the Pistons missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
Outside Carter. To the middle. Robinson with a steal. Here's Bird. He's checked by Carter. Has to Pettit. Fires the three. Yao with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Outside Carter. Here's Richmond. Thomas outside. The three is up. Pure from three-point range. Thomas has got 5.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Here's Maravich. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Olajuwon. Here's Yao. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Olajuwon passes to Yao. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Thomas for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Outside Paul. Here's Maravich. Pass to Bird. Here's Maravich. Here's Bird. From deep three-point range. And Another miss by Milwaukee.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Now here's Paul. Has to Pettit. He squares up and sinks it.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul, tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
Here's Yao. Here's Richmond. 6 points for him. Thomas outside. Goes up from the top of the key. The shot by Richmond, no good. The Bucks trail by 6. Paul taking his time here. They set a pick to the inside. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Richmond. And it's Bird with a rebound. Outside Paul. Pass to Bird. Screen by Robinson to the middle. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now just a 4-point Detroit lead.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Outside Carter. Here's Olajuwon. Outside Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas drives in. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
And both free throws good for Thomas. And so Thompson will bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The Pistons making a switch here. And here's Milwaukee now. Pass to Archibald. Thompson with it. Here's Archibald. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Marbury, the pass to Kidd. Knocks it down from distance.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Archibald. With the teardrop. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chase. Tipped. And they're able to recover. The shot by Iguodala, no good. The Pistons lead by 7. Here's Marbury. No points so far. Pass to Randolph. Middleton outside. Here's Garnett. Thompson pulls it in.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Archibald. Can't get it to fall. The Pistons have gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And he's going for the lob. Oh, swiped away. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Thompson outside. Iguodala outside. Here's Archibald. 5 to shoot. On the wing, Thompson. A good-looking shot from the wing.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Pass to Randolph. Here's Kidd, defended by Thompson. Kidd, the pass to Garnett. Here's Randolph. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. The Bucks trail by 7. Here's Archibald.
2 minutes remaining.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Pistons.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Here's Garnett, still without a bucket. Here's Randolph. Shot clock at 5. From behind the arc. Garnett no good. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here we go. Here's Kidd. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Kidd, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Now here's Thompson. 1:24 left in the opening quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Kidd, the pass to Randolph. And he slams it in one-handed.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
First personal foul.
Detroit shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for Detroit, Jack Randolph, shooting 1.
One shot. And they're doing a great job of earning their trips to the line.
55 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Archibald. 5 points in the game. Driving inside, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
The Pistons lead by 7. Pass to Garnett. And it's in there.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Thompson, bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Kidd, the pass to Randolph. Here's Kidd. There's a screen. Offline from the top of the key. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pistons ahead. They're up 7. And we'll return shortly. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 7. And it's Garnett in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Pass to Bird. From deep. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Detroit has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Carter, good. Here's Paul. Here's Bird. Back to Paul. And there's a pick. On the clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Parrish. Rebounded by the Pistons. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Kidd, the pass to Garnett. Here's Richmond. He's guarded by Paul. The ball's knocked loose. Paul with a steal. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And the layup is good off the glass. Paul's got 6.
No need for Paul to look for an outlet. Doing it all alone.
Here's Kidd. He's guarded by Paul. Garnett passes to Kidd. Carter on the wing. Releases. Here's Yao. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Pass to Bird. Here's Maravich. No made baskets yet. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got 4 rebounds now. Kidd with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 11.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the floor.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Pettit. Here's Maravich. Step back shot. Nice touch on the bank shot. Maravich has got his first points in this one. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Such a wide-open look. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Paul passes to Pettit. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. Here's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Richmond. And Detroit another 3.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
Now here's Robinson. He's closely guarded. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, the Pistons lead by 12. To the paint. Here's Yao. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Yao's gotten his second bucket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Paul against Thomas. Paul can't get it to go.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
Carter. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Puts one up from 19. The Pistons clear it.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
2 points. That one goes.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Maravich. To stop the run. And they pick up 2. Maravich has gotten 4 this quarter. Detroit has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Thomas. Carter from outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Pettit's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Bird. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bird's got 6.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Olajuwon. No points yet. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Richmond, no good. The Bucks trail by 12. Bird passes to Pettit. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Pass to Olajuwon. Carter on the wing. Inside. Yao passes to Richmond. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Thomas against Paul. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense gets in Paul's business, but his instincts are just too good. He's still able to get off his shot and draw the foul.
And he drops it first. And the Pistons making a change here. Rondo's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable. Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Out to the right wing. Back to Paul. Pass to Parrish. Here's Bird. For 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Carter. Launches it. Rebound, Milwaukee. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Maravich, the pass to Pettit. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Pettit's got 7 points for the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Yao. Thomas outside. Here's Yao. Olajuwon passes to Rondo. And he banks in the layup. Yao's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Outside Paul. Here's Parrish. Still no points. Pass to Pettit from outside the arc. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 7. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Here's Maravich. Thomas defends. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And here's Thomas. Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Paul. Blocked. And they'll get another chance. Here's Maravich. Thomas defends. Pass to Pettit. Here's Bird. Over Carter. Tries yet again. And it's Bird missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Maravich. He's got 6. Pass to Bird. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray. Bird's got 9 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 9, and the bucket is good. Give him 8.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Pass to Maravich. Back to Paul. Fires for 3. The Pistons clear it. Yao's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Olajuwon passes to Thomas. Outside Carter. Back to Thomas. Carter with it. Shoots. Rebound, Milwaukee. Parrish has got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Paul. Checked by Rondo. Paul passes to Pettit. And it's off from 3-point range.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Outside Carter. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 10-point game. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Maravich has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but now in the second, he seems to be finding his rhythm.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Following the score by Milwaukee. Thomas, a screen on Paul. Pass to Olajuwon. Fades. It's hauled in by Pettit. Outside Paul. Shoots over Rondo. Paul can't get it to go. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Greetings, folks. First up, let's see some scores from across the league. At Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, it's the Cavaliers winning over the Clippers.
Just another great example of you have to bring maximum effort to win in this league.
And now let's discuss this game Talk about a strong start for the Pistons.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points aside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it will play out that way.
Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. We've got Chris Paul, and it's Pettit in at the power forward position. Out to the right wing. Bird sinks it from distance. Bird's got 12.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Olajuwon. Soft touch off the glass.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Pass to Bird. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Milwaukee shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
To the paint. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. 18 points for him.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Paul passes to Pettit. Here's Bird. Shot from the wing. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Detroit leading by 5. The 6-footer. The 6-footer. It's hauled in by Pettit. Pettit's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Bird. Off target with the 3. The Pistons have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. On the take, here's Richmond. It's deflected. Paul with it. He's got 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Unloads from 13. Pettit, good. Pettit's got 14 points for the game.
If you get open, Paul will find you. Chris has the best vision in the game.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
It's the dance band. Get ready, everybody. You're going to see yourself on the screen. And shout real fast. Ready, let's go! Give yourself a big round of applause.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Ball against Thomas. Here's Olajuwon. And that's good from 17 feet. Olajuwon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Pass to Bird. Here's Pettit. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Yao with a rebound. Detroit leading by 5. Carter, the pass to Thomas. Back to Carter. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Yao. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. The Bucks trail by 7. Here's Pettit. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's one more assist in the career of CP3. We haven't seen many better passers in NBA history.
Thomas outside. Pass to Olajuwon. Milwaukee with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Maravich, the pass to Robinson. Misses in close. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's Richmond, the shot. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Hall can't get it to go.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Richmond, pass to Olajuwon. Thomas against Paul. Shot clock at 5. Robinson with a double. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Really left him alone that time. Paul's got 10.
And Paul loves these corner shots. Terrific at finding space to get his shot off.
There's a screen. Thomas passes to Olajuwon. From 12 feet. Yep, that one goes. Olajuwon's got 6 in the quarter. Bucks trail by 4. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Here's Pettit. 16 points for him. Count it. Good. He's got 18.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside Carter. Pass to Olajuwon. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pistons.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
At the line for your Pistons, Hakeem Olajuwon, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. White, he's checked in for the Bucks. He's perfect from the line this time. Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Pettit. Here's Maravich. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Rondo passes to Garnett. Back to Rondo. Here's Garnett. 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Carter's got 20 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Detroit leading by 6. Yes, sir. Great play by Rondo to set him up. 22 points for him.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Pass to Bird. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Bird's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Rondo passes to Carter. Here's Garnett. To the middle. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Sunday, they'll start out on the road to play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Clocked! And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. A big group substitution here for Detroit. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
With the floater, Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got 6.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Outside, Rondo. Here's Garnett. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, good whistle there.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Detroit, Kevin Garnett, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 6. Kidd with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Marbury. Here's Randolph. To the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Detroit, Stefan Marbury, taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike. The Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Iguodala. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Marbury. He's guarded by White. Here's Marbury. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kidd. It's good from the top of the key. Kidd's got 9. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Thompson right side. Parrish. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Here's Marbury. He's guarded by White. Marbury, the pass to Kidd. Middleton against Iguodala. Inside. Here's Marbury. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Marbury's got 4 points this quarter.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Substitution on the floor.
A minute 53 left to play in the third quarter. Here's White. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. White's got his first 2 points.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
And there's the screen. Marbury, the pass to Garnett. 1:27 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Clock at 4. Here's Kidd. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
White, good.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Kidd, the pass to Marbury. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Bucks trail by 5. Here he goes. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Marbury, the pass to Middleton. Here's Yao. Pass to Garnett. Out to the wing. Here's Marbury. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Hudson. Now White. They set the pick. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for the Bucks. White. JoJo White. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
No good that time. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Pistons ahead, leading by a point. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Hey guys, come on, let's close this quarter.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And it's Kidd in a shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Kidd. The 3. It's hauled in by Pettit. Pettit's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the paint. Here's Maravich. Here's Bird. Outside Paul. They set the pick to take the lead. Drops in the 3.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Thomas outside. To the right side. Here's Kidd. Right wing. Here's Yao. Cash money on the open jump shot.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Thomas against Paul. Here's Olajuwon. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. 2-point game. That one's good for 2.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Kidd, the pass to Thomas. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Bird to the middle. Here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
The shot by Kidd, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Paul with the bucket.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. He's checked in for Detroit. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Carter on the wing. Another shot. Down, good.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Pass to Pettit. Three-pointer. It's tipped. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Richmond. Here's Yao. Robinson defending. Pass to Olajuwon. Five to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Carter from outside gets the 3-ball to go. Carter's got 10 points here in the second half.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Here's Bird. He's checked by Carter from deep three-point land. Offensive board. Pettit. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. Now here's Paul. Second chance shot. Here's Pettit.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
No good from outside. Down low. It's stolen. Here's Bird. Thomas defends. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged though.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Bird. Now Robinson. Here's Bird. He's checked by Carter. Bird, that's good.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Olajuwon passes to Thomas and stolen by Paul. Pass to Robinson. Fade away. The rebound by Richmond. Richmond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Carter. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Carter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
To the paint. And here's the fast break. Here's Thomas. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Maravich. And another miss by Milwaukee. Detroit leading by 6. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Thomas passes to Richmond. Outside Carter. 4-3. Hauled in by Paul. And for the Bucks, they're shooting just 38% here in the 4th. Thomas with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now. Here's Bird. Here's an 8-footer. Uses the glass that time. It's good. Bird's got 24 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Thomas outside. To the inside. Here's Olajuwon. Knocked away. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Pettit's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Paul. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying him. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Richmond. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
Substitution. Double zero. Robert Parrish. Richmond.
Clock at 6. Here's Richmond. And the basket is good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
The Bucks trail by 6. Paul passes to Parrish. Over to the wing. Outside Paul. The floater.
And Paul is so deceptive. Skilled at drawing defenders into the air with his shot fake.
At the line for the Bucks. Paul. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Paul.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Pistons lead by 4. Pass to Richmond. Carter on the wing. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Carter's got 14 points here in the second half. And so Paul will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Pettit. Back to Paul. Puts up a deep 3. Pettit misses.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Carter from downtown. And Maravich pulls it down. Maravich has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Paul. There's a screen. Bird. Fires from deep. The rebound by Richmond. Richmond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Carter, the pass to Richmond. Count that one. Richmond's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Maravich, the pass to Paul. Here's Bird. He's checked by Carter. Here's Bird. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Pass to Kidd. There's the triple. Counted from distance. And now it's an 11-point Pistons lead.
The defense was just nowhere to be found. And because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Maravich. They need this. He drops it from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Olajuwon. And it's good for 2. Olajuwon's got 15 points here in the second half. Outside Paul. Bird passes to Parrish. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
There's a minute 17 left in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback. Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Pistons.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Pettit, good. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kidd. He's guarded by Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kidd, the pass to Richmond. Off target from outside. There's the block. They get it back. And so it's Detroit with the W. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never